This is it, the golden sample of the FIRO Levo travel backpack. In this video, I'm gonna catch you up to speed on everything. We're gonna talk about the updates with this bag, the timeline moving forward, and I'm also gonna tease a couple things with our new sling as well. And as always, if you want a deeper look at the inner workings of how we make our bags here at FIRO, be sure to sign up to our insider newsletter, first link in the description. So first, let me tell you why we made the FIRO Levo travel backpack. Ultimately, we wanted to make a travel backpack for anybody who wants to stay fast, light, and focused. And to be honest, like a lot of urban travel bags kind of suck because they're either urban and look great, but they're super heavy. Or if you get a lightweight travel bag, they're usually like hiking bag. So there's not a lot that are in the middle that are lightweight, but also just like look professional and are gonna protect your tech gear and be super comfortable. So that's why we made the Levo. The Levo in Latin means to lessen. And that's what we did with this bag. Went full minimalist, full essentialist, and focused on 4 primary things. Keeping the bag as lightweight as possible, as comfortable as possible, while giving you a great look and providing insane tech protection. Anything else outside of those 4 things was just a bonus. That's why the Levo was built to basically be your own private jet. Now, before I jump into the features, let me just catch you up to speed on how we got here. And if you're familiar with the development of this bag, you can just skip this chapter and go to the features. We started the development of this bag about 14 months ago. The T22 launched and it did really well on Kickstarter, and I knew a lightweight travel bag was the next thing I wanted to make. So we worked with our development team, BagMe, and we started working with a new designer, David, who is the co-founder and lead designer of Modern Day Fair, which is one of the best bag companies out there. Like, he's been cranking out stunning bags for years, and I couldn't believe that he wanted to be on the FIRO team and help us out with this. And then we've been prototyping over the past around 8 months, revealing every single prototype here on the YouTube channel and obviously on the FIRO Insider newsletter. And the difference between the Tenax 22 development and the Levo 36 development was really different. For the Tenax 22, it was my first bag, and we basically jumped straight into development and had so many prototypes, because there's kind of a lack of clarity on my end in terms of like what we were trying to accomplish. But with the Levo, we really took our time focusing on the foundation. And this meant nailing the drawings before we ever started sewing anything together. And the drawings portion took a long time. Like David, the BagMe team, and myself, we kept going back and forth until we just felt like we nailed what we wanted. And then that made the prototyping process so much faster. As to where the first sample was like 80% done, the second sample 90%. I think this is the 3rd sample now, and we're at about like 98% done. There's a couple small tweaks between this sample and production, and I'll tell you what that timeline looks like in just a second. But first, let me walk you through the features of the Levo backpack. Let me de-stuff the bag real fast. Gotta make the bags look good. It's a travel bag. It's gonna be full when you use it, so we wanted it to look full. All right, let's start with the first criteria of our design brief, which was lightweightness. This is the 36-liter version of the bag, and you can see we are clocking in at 2.6 pounds, which I have to say, I'm so proud of. From a liters to weight ratio, 36 liters, 2.6 pounds. Like for reference, a lot of 35 and 36 liter bags can run 4 pounds, 5 pounds. And honestly, we could have cut down that weight even more, but we didn't because of the second thing on our design brief, which is just as important. Like lightweight and comfort, like they go hand in hand. And you can see on the back of this bag is just how beefy and comfortable everything is. And I'd say like 70% of the weight of this bag is in the back panel and the shoulder straps. Because what good is a lightweight bag if it's uncomfortable? Like, it defeats the whole purpose. And I can say, yeah, without a doubt, I think this is the most comfortable backpack I've ever worn in my entire life. Like, we focused so hard on comfort, making sure that there was just the right amount of padding on the shoulder straps and plenty of padding and ventilation on the back panel. And then you got like the quadfecta needed for a comfortable travel backpack. Load lifters, which help to redistribute the weight from your lower back more towards your torso. Sternum strap, same thing again, bringing the weight here, less weight in your lower back. The ventilation on the back panel. Then from there, the padding on the shoulder straps, which I'm gonna actually talk about in a second. busted out like a secret weapon there that I cannot wait to tell you about. And then the last one, I think it's to be actually 5, so it's not a quadfecta. I don't even know if quadfecta is a word, but we're just gonna go with it. But the last thing for comfort is a hip belt, which again, redistributing the weight, not on your back, this time on the hips. But I also know that not everybody likes using a hip belt. I actually don't. Not a hip belt guy anymore. So we're not including this in the bag. We don't want to raise the price, so you don't have to pay for something that you don't want. So this is a side accessory. And now for the secret weapon on the shoulder straps, is we are using our Neo Lycra fabric, which is a blend of nylon, Lycra, and a bit of neoprene. And that neoprene is like this, it just creates the most marshmallowy comfort effect. It's unbelievable. It feels incredible. Everybody who's felt it has like their jaw has dropped. And I cannot wait to bring this to the market to see what everyone thinks about it. That's a really good point, Tav. Like, just notice how the bag is compressing. It's just a testament of its lightweightness. As to where the primary fabric is our 330D polycarbonate Codra. And there's no extra padding on this thing. Like, it's unnecessary. It's a very durable and abrasion-resistant fabric. And that's an enormous reason as to why it's just so lightweight. It just compresses into itself. See how flowy the sides are? It's one of the biggest reasons we were able to get it to 2.5 pounds at being 36 liters capacity. But also, like, comfort and lightweightness are all fun and games, but like, you still need a bit of organization. But for the Levo, it's not about a million pockets or gimmicks. It's about clarity, flow, and just like precision. Now for the admin compartment, we got a bit of organization, 2 pockets here, larger pocket here, and this sleeve, which is a great spot for a book. Or it's also very well padded with a nice fabric on the interior, meaning it's a good spot potentially as well for your tablet. And easy to reach, right? If this bag is underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin, whatever that you store in this pocket is just super easy to grab. And this entire bag was designed with that use case in mind. We're not worried about EDC, quick swinging access. This is a travel bag. You're using it in travel situations, planes, buses, trains. The entire use case built around that. And the same thing applies to the laptop compartment. Guys, I am so excited about this. Obviously, you know, like with the T22, tech protection was one of the most important things. I literally put my own laptop in the T22 and dropped it from about yay height. How many times did we do that, Tab? It was like 3 times. So it starts with that elevated bottom. See this right here? We're elevated almost 2.5 inches. That could be a Guinness World Record for the falsiest bottom ever made. And then obviously the padding, both on the front and on the back panel. And then our access right here. We're lining the laptop sleeve with double bonded Lycra on the back and on the inside, because your laptop deserves to be comfortable too. But one of my favorite parts of the bag, and this, I give 100% credit to the Bag Me development team for their suggestion here, is this pocket. It's the ideal location for all your bulky tech stuff. We lined it with a premium microfiber fabric. But honestly, it's just like the perfect travel dump pocket. Whether it's when you're emptying your pockets with your passport and boarding pass, when you're going through security, or for your tech stuff, or for your shades. The design of this as to where it's a separate compartment right here in the tech compartment, but it also didn't require its own laptop sleeve. You can see the laptop compartment is right there. That just saved on weight, saved on costs, and created a more efficient travel bag. For the main compartment, we kept organization to a minimal. This is the way I like to travel. I'm using packing cubes anyways, so I don't need pockets and zippers weighing the bag down. So we have 2 pockets on the front flap of the bag. This is a power mesh pocket. This is a lining pocket. The handles were crucial to our community in this process, so I didn't want to let you guys down. We came up with a beautiful construction method, and the handles are very well padded, and you get one on the top and one on the side. We've also got a single water bottle holder, big enough for a 1-liter water bottle. And the bottom of the water bottle pocket has a nice pleat, which gives it a bit of expansion, allowing you to carry girthier water bottles in there, and therefore less likely to fight for space with the main compartment. And I'm super stoked about the fact that we created this lightweight build, but it also self-stands like a champ. Like, there's no padding on the sides of the bag, but with the super reinforced and cozy as fuck back panel, and a bit of foam right here and a nice little bend in the bottom of the bag. You can see that it just allows it to self-stand, which is great because who wants their travel backpack falling over on the dirty airport floor? So yeah, for all those reasons, this is easily my favorite and our most focused bag here at Firo yet. Okay, let's talk about a few more deets about like the overall specs of the bag. We're also going to be launching with a 30-liter version as well. Well, it should be noted, this is actually not a golden sample. This is an earlier prototype with a different lining and still some issues in it, but the 30-liter that we're gonna produce is going to be just next level. Like that's my baby. I like a 36-liter travel bag, but for me personally, it's just too big. I don't travel that much stuff. 30 liters on the back, sling on the front, I'm just good to go. And for the first time ever, we're gonna be offering bags that are not just in black. So when the Levo launches, we're gonna have a new mystery color. I'm not gonna reveal it yet. You can guess in the comments below. Great call to have, or subscribe to the email list. Because as always, if you're on the Firo Insider newsletter, you get, first access to the most important information before anybody else, including what color the bag will be offered in aside from black. We'll also be offering accessories, including, as I mentioned earlier, the add-on hip belt. And we're also gonna be launching our first Firo packing cubes. I'm so excited to show you what we did with these packing cubes, because they're not your average packing cubes. They're different, and they slap. But that'll be for a different video. And finally, you're probably wondering what the price is gonna be, and I don't know yet. And that's just the truth. Like right now, tariffs are weird, shipping is weird. We're just not in a position right now where we can actually say this is going to be the price. I got a range, but we're not 100% there just yet. And just so you know, like it's not just me and Firo, like I'm in conversations with other backpack owners who are launching new products. I'm trying to get an idea. I'm like, what do you guys price? And like, oh yeah, we have no idea. We have no idea. So a lot of this industry right now and just manufacturing and e-commerce in general is a little bit more touch and go. Touch and go? Yeah, touch and go, spur of the moment. Like it's moving fast. So although I can't give you the official pricing right now, I can promise you, as always, here at Firo, we're gonna make our prices as fair as we can for what we're offering. I mentioned this is the golden sample, and if you don't know what that means, the golden sample is the last sample before we hit production. It's saying like, hey, factory, this is good to go. This is your Simba. Make lots more of these. So we gave this to the factory a few weeks ago, and then they slotted us into their production timeline, which we're hoping to start around mid-October and finishing in early November. And then our goal is to offer a pre-sale during the Black Friday weeks with the aim of getting the Levo travel backpack to you before Christmas. But that's the aim. Nothing's set in stone just yet. Like I said, tariffs are weird, y'all. But we think with the timeline that we have, there's a good chance that we can make that work. And what's cool is that Tav and myself, we're gonna be going to Vietnam to film the production of the Levo travel backpack and the Sita Sling, which more details about that are coming next week. And as always, we're gonna be publishing here on our YouTube and Instagram, but Firo Insider newsletter subscribers far and away get the best access to information. So like I said, you can sign up for the newsletter with the first link in the description below. But if you wanna know a bit more about what the newsletter is about, you can just go ahead and watch this video here. If you got any questions about the Levo backpack, let me know in the comments below. We got a ton of information coming your guys' way. I cannot wait to update you. I'm Aaron, and we'll catch you guys next time.